Welcome back, Pisces. I'm Lucky. This is Tarot by THC, the Harlequin Cafe. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you know when I'm going live. You guys can check me out on my Christ Consciousness channel. This is not for the rookies. That is the Platinum Flame. You can see all that and more information in the junk in the trunk down below. Make sure you hit that link tree. We're doing an oracle array, so I'm going to just be pulling a bunch of oracle cards for you right now. And this is the first one that we've got, Pisces. We're looking at sadness. Okay, we're going to clarify this and see what's going on. Um, okay, and so even with this energy already, I'm getting that someone may be expressing themselves through art. If you are feeling sad right now, it may be that art, painting, artistic expression may be something that's helpful for you. You may, uh, going to one of those, stitch and bitch sessions where you're sewing with a bunch of other people and just chatting, like pottery and drinking or painting and drinking, some kind of thing like that. This may be something that is affecting you right now, and or these emotions are affecting you, and having some kind of artistic outlet may be something that helps you digest these feelings. Now, if you are not feeling the sadness, it may be that you did before, or that your creativity, your creative works have already healed you, because this is in my past position. So you may have already done this, where you've been working uh, basically on different type of therapy. It's almost like a hobby therapy or art therapy, that maybe has been working very well for you. So this could also be like journaling or cooking, any kind of creative endeavor. I think would be really, it would be or has been already very helpful for you. Some of you are changing your hair or wigs, or sew-ins and things like this. And I think that has been a good distraction for you as well. And I think, by doing that, especially if you're changing from, like, blonde to red or brunette to blonde or something like that, this can allow you to look at yourself with new eyes, okay, and in a new situation. Part of me feels a little like uncomfortable or out of place. So that could be something that is, that same feeling could be resonating with you, and looking for your place. Where do you fit? Okay, where, or even what you have to offer. Okay, your artistic work. Maybe your artistic work isn't being received, and you want to know, where it fits in. Now we're looking here at self-sabotage, which is the next card that has come out. Uh, again, more darker energies around. Okay, sort of depressive energies. Now it could be something that you're doing to cope with sadness or stress is in fact exacerbating the issue and creating, a cycle. And I keep using this issue of quitting smoking with a lot of, my viewers. Um, like, so if, I quit smoking back in November, and it was something that was, going through a bad breakup, drama, all this stuff. Like, I started smoking cigarettes again, and what did it do? It really only created more problems. It didn't really help me with my stress. It didn't help me with any of those things. It just cost like $8 a pack, $8 a week. And now, you've got, you've, you stink every, all this mitigation, all these issues here. So, it could be that you are self-medicating in a way that is only furthering the problem. So, if there's any kind of, and I'm getting this kind of darker scorpionic energy. So if there's any kind of like addictive tendencies here, this is what you really want to be careful of and be aware of, codependencies, on substances, but also on people and certain other habitual things. Now, okay, let's get some more cards here. Phoenix Rising. Okay, so now this is going to be you or someone that you're watching. Now it could be that others are sad. If you're not feeling sad, okay, and this is not happening to you, you could be the Phoenix Rising, okay, already, and that other people are, they're kind of like feel like you're stunting on them and coming up on top of them, and that could be a problem. And some people have toxic ways of creating relationships with you, so they may all, and this will be again the self-sabotage where they are trying to entice you with food, liquor, drugs. They could be talking trash about you. They could be talking trash to you and saying lies and all this false stuff. Wishing ill on you, all of these things. Because why? You're the phoenix, and you are rising up and understanding the depth and the profound quality of your power, and the certain timeless quality that you have. And you really, a lot of you guys are head and shoulders above the people that you're dealing with. Okay, and that's part of the self-sabotage, is that some of us are just you know dealing with these low vibrational people a little too often. Okay, and that's what we want to be careful of. Now, if this is you who's already been in the sadness, again, using a lot of this art therapy and the creative endeavors, this is going to allow you to recognize the ways that you self-sabotage, and allow you to recognize your talents and abilities, skills, things that may have been hidden before, or somehow underutilized, or underappreciated. And these things are going to transform, and they're going to allow you to have this new rebirth. And some of you will be, it's almost like a new identity, a rebranding. A new persona may come up with you here. Okay, courage, that's what we've got in the current position, is courage. So it's going to be really important for you to not fall back into the cycles of sadness and sabotage. Okay, like the concept of the phoenix rising is that you're looking at a larger cycle of life and death and rebirth, not just being caught in the small cycle in your house where it's like, oh, okay, I hate smoking and it's stressing me out. The stress is making me want another cigarette. um, so you want to look at a larger concept of a cycle and habits and things like this, where you're looking at a life cycle, looking at the death cycle, looking at the rebirth resurrection cycle. Okay, where you understand that it's your time to shine, and by tapping into those greater powers, you will feel. I think definitely by the summer you will feel more bold. Okay, and this is really going to take you into late August, into September, where you're going to really be. It's almost, I just feel like there's like these it's almost like the Princess and the Pea, where she has blankets, or she has like mattresses, and there's one little pea under like 100 mattresses, and she's sleeping on top, but she still feels it. This is, I kind of get that, but like with like jackets or bathrobes or something like this, where it's just this constant peeling back, that's going to be going through. Okay, it's almost like an exfoliation of your soul or something. You're like peeling back these layers and revealing this like nubile, pristine energy that is very magnetic, very attractive, naturally very cosmic and powerful, elemental energy. Okay, magical energy. Okay. Okay. Um, now, I do think that you need courage in areas of love as well. The third eye chakra is popping out here. Okay, so this is your psychic vision and psychic intuition. Now, I notice that my third eye abilities are more active when I do really appreciate them. Now, this could be that some of you, this is the sabotage that could be happening here, is that you are a little more clairvoyant than you realize, and maybe you haven't been trusting your intuition, or you do have an intuitive energy, intuitive nudge that someone is upset and sad, and maybe needs a little, needs a little intervention here. Okay, I told you, yeah, transformation. So this is where, this is where I was saying that scorpionic energy, which is again death, and this is a transformation, death 13 already. So that kind of clarifies itself. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, but some fire, someone with fire in their chart. Okay, someone with Scorpio fire in their chart. Okay, now, recognizing again this intuitive quality with the third eye chakra. This is you, Pisces. Okay, you're going to naturally be tapped in to that psychic perspective in those dreams, but you're also going to be naturally drawn to the melancholy that knowledge can bring you. Okay, knowledge can bring misery and sadness, and there's also this issue of being empathic and picking up the energies of others around you as well. And so there has to be a way that you cope with your abilities and these talents that are hidden and reserved and put away and locked away. There has to be a way that you can nurture them so that they are, they continue to be beneficial for you, instead of like a hindrance, some kind of like a thing like that. So for instance, again, my example is like, if I don't read tarot, then yeah, I will start to have lots of deja vu and prophetic dreams. Okay, so because this faculty needs to be used. So okay, wow, hope. Okay, this is coming out 17. This also corresponds to the star card at Aquarius. But this hope card is very powerful here. Now, this is, the hope is often extremely underestimated. Some people say, oh, I don't like hope. I don't want to hope, and da 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 da. Hope is the equivalent, go back to the cigarette. Hope is the equivalent of the cigarette in the national forest. If I flick that little cigarette, that little spark could light acres on fire and destroy acres. So this is the power of hope. Hope is an ember, okay, is a tiny spark in the darkness. And even if I turned out all of these lights and I took my little incense, and it was pitch black in here, and all I had was this little ember, okay, of hope, I could ignite a bigger fire. Okay, I could create greater light and heat and resources, all of that for myself by using this kernel, this little mustard seed of faith. All right. So understand that you don't really need a lot to get started, and you don't really need a lot to transform. And not only are we getting transformation, okay, with the self-sabotage, which you need to transform, but this transformation also is corresponding with the Phoenix rising in the transformation here. Now, again, remember, when we're looking at Scorpio, Scorpio is three different animals, because Scorpio you really need to look at Scorpio in three different tiers of the Scorpio, okay? There's the scorpionic tier, okay, which is going to be the scorpion. There's a more classical animal associated with Scorpio, which would be the eagle, okay? I think that's more Greek. And then you would see, even beyond that, more Egyptian, Imhotep, Ophiuchus, the serpent, okay, the serpent bearer. So someone may be may not just be dealing with a Scorpio. You may be dealing with an Ophiuchus with this, because the eagle within Scorpio is going to represent the phoenix, the rebirth. Okay, so the eagle and the phoenix are going to be the same animal within the Scorpio sign. Okay, so you could be dealing with a true Scorpio or a true Ophiuchus here, and there is, this may be you, but they have no choice but to constantly transform and evolve. This is something that is not really a part of, they have no choice in this. So, expect massive transformation, expect great abilities, a newness, a lightness to yourself, and this hope. And believe in this. Believe that this will happen in the future. Have this little bit of hope here, this spark of faith, okay, that can grow and grow and grow and move mountains, okay? And even if you look carefully, look, there's somebody in that fire, the phoenix, all right, and fucus for sure. Okay, so there's a huge rebirth, a rebranding, a resurrection, new identity, new expressions of yourself, new creative artwork that could be here, new visions, new divination tools as well. All of this is here for you. I think you can really shape your future if you are, able to get out of your own way with this self sabotage here. Okay. But I do see, I mean, that courage looks so good right there. We've got movement, choices, and decisions. This has been a popular card today. And we're also noticing the seasons, the elements, earth, fire, water here. Um, now, with this issue of these decisions, that this is going to be where you need a lot of stalwart. Stalwart means like rigid, immovable. You want to have a lot of immovable energy. You want to be like a wall that is like immovable on your own goals, on your own intentions, on your own personal boundaries that are going to protect you from the self sabotage. So, you know, for instance, like it would be like, oh, your self sabotaging behavior is that you sleep in. Well, you know, the choice that you maybe need to make is, you know, work on your alarm system. Okay. Maybe you need two alarms. Maybe you need different alarms. Maybe you need someone to call you, whatever. Okay. So these are the choice. These are this, you have to make clear, deliberate, you know, efforts to mitigate. Mitigate means to lessen, okay, and handle, you know, uh, these factors. Okay, you want to really be direct in saying, hey, I'm going to tackle this problem whatever it is that I'm doing to myself. So another example, say you scratch your skin, you scratch your, and that's a habit. You say, hey, I'm putting a bandage on, okay, and I'm going to scratch, and so I stop doing that, or I'm wearing long sleeves, or you know, and I don't care if people see me with a bandage on and a band-aid on, and I don't care. This builds my character because in the end, I'm not going to be scratching whatever, you know, whatever. I'm just using an example, okay? But you know, it's like the dog with the cone. You kind of have to find a cone for yourself, okay? And protect yourself from yourself. Discontent and boredom. Okay, Pisces. I hope you're the one that's transforming here because this is almost, yeah, I feel like this is two different individuals where this is partially from your perspective and partially from someone else's perspective here. I think you're the one with the intuition and the transformation and the phoenix rising and the hope, and someone else is with this sadness, okay? And maybe they're sad because you're bossing up, because I don't understand why would you be bossing up with phoenix, hope, and then discontent, boredom? It may be again that you're saying, hey, these people around me are not of the quality, these people are not of the caliber, okay, these conversations are not at my level, okay. So this is what you really have to start to edit in your life, and take charge of these things, okay. And maybe you have to suffer through discontentment. Ooh, love begins. Woohoo, love is popping up at the bottom of the decks. Look at that, love, Pisces. Love begins, baby. Okay. Who's that? Who's that dude? Who's that dude trying to pour out on you? Okay. Could be an Aquarius with all this Aquarius energy around. Sexual arts right behind. Oh, yeah, boy. Girl, somebody like how you do that thing. All right. Okay, so now let's get some more cards. Okay, we got a couple more minutes. I'm gonna go faster. Go faster, lightning speed. Thank you guys for subbing, loving me, hitting that like button, and hitting the bell to see when I go live. I may be going live a little bit less because I need to get my. I do want to work on my equipment, uh, but who knows what I'm gonna do? I don't even know. Okay, let's go fast. Many paths, lower world, heart of the sky. Okay. Um, the rattle. Okay. So the rattle's at the bottom. Interesting. So now here I'm getting with these three cards here that we're looking at. So there may be some kind of like religious conflict here. Okay. There may be some kind of like issue with, you know, maybe someone does divination, or they're into the occult arts, or they're into chakras, or there's like, you know, alternative stuff that's not part of your orthodoxy and your dogma. I don't know what you're doing on this tarot channel, if that's how you feel, but you know, there may, or you know, someone feels like this about you, but the truth is that you understand that there are many paths to the top of this mountain. Okay, there are many paths. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to follow anybody's prescribed blueprint for your life, for your faith, all of that. Okay, with the lower worlds here, This is something where we're also talking about practical magic here and manifestation, but we're also talking about the libido as well, okay? And some of this energy here. Now, heart of the sky. Um, there's something dreamy about love here as well, okay? So some people here have like love fantasy. It's like fantasies, okay? Maybe someone's watching lots of movies, lots of TV, dreaming a lot, sleeping a lot. I do think that there's a strong sense of shadow work being done here, Pisces, which is really good. Um, but I am getting something here about this could either be some kind of travel, like mental travel, telepathic travel, dream travel, or someone. This is that third eye issue. Someone is able to see what's, someone is able to know what's on in front of them. They're able to see what's on in front of them, and this most likely is you. But again, you really want to come up with the best high vibrations here, okay? I feel like someone's sending out mental messages, okay? Telepathic messages. Um, okay, so this is where also, this is where some of you guys will be good to be honest, and this is difficult. This is self-sacrifice. This is suffering. I'm getting this thing of suffering for your own betterment and for building your own, suffering for building your own character, your own integrity, your own personal faculties here. So where it's like where you may have to, humble yourself. I'm just getting something like where someone is doing kind of like menial tasks, or more humble sort of work. I just feel like someone's getting their hands dirty somehow, but all the while their heart is in with a high vibration. So someone, it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like someone spiritually or metaphorically, like cleaning out the garage, cleaning out the closet, cleaning out all the clutter, the BS, and doing that hard work, and understanding that there's a greater payoff. Okay, so this may be that you have a strict regimen of some kind, again, like I'm saying, having these walls, that kind of protective cone where you kind of like protect yourself from yourself. um it. So let's use the dog. I got a lot of analogies here, but so let's use the dog who's been to the vet. The dog's got a cone on his neck, okay, so the dog doesn't go back and bite his stitches. Okay, that's the same issue of the self-sabotage, where I'm saying protect yourself with some kind of cone. But now, yeah, it's going to be difficult to wear that cone, okay? And you may have to humble yourself, um, you know, uh, where maybe you're not talking to the same people, you're not doing the same things, you're not moving the same way, so that you can change these patterns. You can interrupt your habits, okay? Okay. Now, one great way to interrupt your habits is fasting. Okay, so you can do some kind of intermittent fasting. Fasting does not have to be from food, only food. Okay, you can fast from social media, TV. You can fast from carbs. You can fast from intoxications. You can fast from different people, all those things. But something random, like it doesn't have to be random, but it should, it could create a big shakeup. The thing about fasting is you should always look at it as being short term and being fun. Okay, so that you have enthusiasm to like avoid these temptations. And but yeah, okay. So you just ultimately you want to get this like temptation under control and these tendencies, these habits. Okay. Oh, this is getting long. Let's stop right here. These last three: the drum, protection guardian, ooh, and the snake. Okay. Ooh, medicine guardian at the bottom of the deck here. Not bad. So the medicine and the snake, yeah, we're seeing some real powerful medicine happening here. I'm getting strong ancestral medicine coming up here. I think that this is about finding your own heartbeat, okay, and getting in touch with yourself so intimately that you recognize your heartbeat in its musical qualities and the frequency that it emanates, the vibrations that come out of you, the waves of vibrations, okay? High vibe, low vibe, whatever. And this is where you kind of bring this all together. Not only are we looking at the snake medicine, we're also looking here at the caduceus here, which is a medical sign, again, for the medicine guardian here. So we're seeing this transformative, shedding, protective energy with the snake. Yeah, and the protection guardian here as well. Okay, I got Isis right here. Okay, so there's a huge inner reserve. There's an inner reserve of power and talent here, Pisces, and I feel that it's your ancestors who are knocking, 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 knocking on the door, and you've got to open this door for them. You've got to surrender to the spirit. Surrender. Okay, surrender. Ashe. Peace, power, love.